this is a fun little unicorn to make, and when you get through with it, you can put a magnet on the back and you can have a unicorn on your refrigerator. Who doesn't need a unicorn in their refrigerator? What I do for the unicorn is I go online, I find a picture that I like for the unicorn, and I enlarge it, and you can cut it out. What I do, because I want to have the ear pop out because it makes it look more realistic, is I then cut the ear out, trace around without the horn, trace around, and I have a piece of paper with the unicorn. Now, you really are going to want to use some watercolor paper for this because you're going to make use of how watercolors spread and what they do. So when you have your unicorn image cut out, you're going to have it like this. You're going to go ahead and wet the whole let the watercolors set just a little bit with the water in them while I'm working on this. And then you're going to cover your whole piece of paper with water because you want the watercolors to just spread over. Okay? Then you're going to take your colors and you're going to just let them spread onto your piece of paper. Drop a little bit off there. And I'm not real fond of the way that red is looking, so I'm going to move back in with a little bit of watercolors on and you have it all set, you're actually going to take salt while it's still wet and sprinkle the salt around. What this will do is it'll give a really neat sparkly effect. Alright? Now I'm going to show you another way that you can do your unicorn that adds a little bit of white so that you get a kind of a pastel unicorn. So we have this unicorn, and this is another way that you could do your unicorn. Again, you're going to wet your whole unicorn. After you have wet your whole unicorn, and take a little bit of white acrylic paint. That to your watercolors to get sort of a pastel look. You want to keep everything really wet. pastel look, sort of look to it. And then again, you take your salt and sprinkle it on, and you see that you get that almost like a glitter, but it's different than glitter. It's kind of a pretty color. Now, if you are using your watercolors again, you want to just take and sort of wipe off where you've put your pastels in, just because it will clean them up, and then you can use them again. When you have your unicorn dry, then what you can do is you take these bows, these pre-made bows, because they curl so much better. Although you can get your, if you're going to make bows and you can get the ribbon, you can do it without that. You're going to take some of your bows, cut them apart, and then what you're going to want to do is glue small amounts of them down with a glue gun so that you get the mane, and you fill in your mane. And when you're doing your painting, remember to do your ear, okay? Make sure you get your ear done so that you have an ear that can go on there. And you're going to glue these on, and then what the last thing that you want to do is you want to put your unicorn face on. And you can go ahead and just do that with marker. And just draw your face on however you want. Unicorns, for some reason, always seem to have their eyes shut. I'm not sure why that is. But you go ahead and draw your face on your unicorn. Glue your mane down. And on the back of this, what I did is I put a piece of foam board, just because it makes it easier for it to stick out from the refrigerator, and it makes it kind of neat. And then, of course, you're going to want to use your silver paper to cut out a nice unicorn horn. And glue your unicorn horn on. And you will have your unicorn. Yay! Oh, I put flowers on too. You can always add flowers onto your unicorn.